Yeah, hello, how you doing, everybody? First and foremost, I want to say a happy new year to you, and it's nice to connect with you this evening. Briefly, I'm just going to share something fantastic with you, and that has to do with one, um, you understanding how to structure your business for productivity and what profitability. How to structure your business for productivity and profitability. That is what we're looking at this evening quickly. Now, over time, people has always asked and wonder and asked me this question: how am I able to structure my business? How have I been able to work through my system as an entrepreneur, as an accountant, do most of the stuff I do? How do I do these things? People always ask me that question. It's a simple thing. It's very simple. That is what I'll be sharing with you this evening and all way around. First, the main thing you need to understand that when it comes to business, is about creating value. It's about creating value. Anything less than that you're doing, you're not in business. The first thing you must understand that I want to first introduce myself. I know you know me. Most people must have seen me before now. Okay, it's Abraham. He does this, he does that. He's a business coach, he's a business consultant and co. I totally understand. But I will putting you through some key areas and different things this evening to enable you understand how to create value in your business. Make it productive and profitable. Make it what? Productive and profitable. It's very possible that you're in business, you have activities, but you are not productive. The fact you run every day, you pick phone calls, you wake up in the morning, you run out, in and out, does not guarantee that your business is productive. Now, you must understand something when it comes to business. Business is about creating value at the right time for the right audience that you know their pain point. Not just, oh, you know what, most people chat me up at times or tell me, sir, um, what kind of business is trendy right now that I can invest in? What kind of business can I put in my money right now? No, no. When it comes to business, you need to be intentional. Firstly, define what you want to. That's how we're looking this evening, which is how to structure your business for productivity and what profitability. I want to introduce myself again. I know you already know me. Most people already knows me already. Let me see how best I can make this slide better. Good. You know me already. I'm Abraham Orokwe by name. I'm a business consultant with the John C. Maxwell theme. I'm a certified John C. Maxwell coach. And also, I'm a fellow in Nigerian Institute of Chartered Management Consultant, a CMB certified trainer, and I work with the Itulumelu Foundation, where I work with MSMEs business owner to enable them get clarity, structure their business. These are all what I do. Thank you for joining this live session with me this evening, and let's make it happen. The first thing you need to understand that when it comes to anything business is that everybody want to grow. Everybody want to grow. Everybody needs this thing in their business that we just want to grow this our revenue. The goal of most business owner is to ensure they grow their revenue, grow from the you can see from this smaller part where my mouse is. Everybody want this big thing. Everybody want the money to roll in. Everybody want the income to just come in. But funny enough, it's not so. When it comes to the actual thing in business, it does not work the way you just imagine it to be. That is why there is bound to be up and downs. But you are beautiful to understand that creating wealth in your business is about first understanding how to structure your business, because whatever you don't structure, you can't account for it. And whatever you can't account for it, you can't measure. And whatever you cannot measure, you cannot you cannot clearly say, okay, this is what I have done. So that's why the first thing we're looking at is that we're taking it in four areas. What is business? What is structure? What is productivity? And what then is now profitability? To me, I would say business is about creating value to meet the end need of an individual. Business is about creating value to meet the need of an individual, which is known as either the customer or your target audience. Either way you put it, that is clearly about business. The next one you'll be looking at will now be first. You need to first clearly understand what? Your SWOT analysis. It's very important. You need to understand this. Your SWOT analysis. Before you think of going into any form of business, you need to first understand what exactly is your SWOT analysis. What are your strengths? What are your strengths? It's not that you just want to go into a business, oh, because I want to go into the business. No, you need to first understand, ask yourself, what are my strengths? Which area, what that strength connects, what is your unique selling point? What exactly is your unique selling point? You need to understand that part. Once you know your strength, then this will now give you an insight to know where you are to improve in and what you need to do. Knowing your strength is the foundation of all what you need to understand in your business setting. What is that thing you are good at? What is that thing you can do? The end of looking at now what exactly is your weakness? Your ability for you to know your weakness go a long way to define and structure a lot of things for you. You should be able to know what are your limitations. Where do you need to partner with? Where do you need to collaborate with others? These are the things you need to ask yourself when it comes to starting a business. When it comes to starting a business, you should be able to first identify what your strengths, what are your unique selling points, what are those things you are good at. They'll be looking at the next one, what are your weakness? What is that area of what is that area that you need collaboration? The fact you said you are weak is not a sign of failure in business. You must understand that part. The fact you are weak is not a sign of failure in business, but most people seems not to understand that part in business. They believe, oh, if you say you are weak, if you highlight your weakness in business, it shows that automatically you have faith. No, it does not work that way. It does not work that way. So you must clearly understand that the fact you're able to identify your weakness does not mean it's a failure. Then now you understand your weakness, you now look at what are the opportunities around what you are doing. What are the opportunities around what you are doing? Where do you need to exploit? What are the things you need to exploit? You should be able to clearly identify this part when it comes to your business. What are the things you need to exploit? Every business has the opportunity, but your ability for you to understand that opportunity in that niche area will go a whole long way to put you on track as a business owner. The next one you'll be looking at should be what are your threats? What are the possible government rules? What are the possible government regulations that might bring threats to your business setting? These are the things you should ask yourself first. Because in most cases, people are carried away. They don't really ask themselves these questions. What are the threats in this area of business I'm going in? Like the government policies, access to market visibility. These are questions you should ask yourself first. What are those things that will come like a threat to that business idea you're having? But most people at times always fail to ask this question. All what they are simply after is about what kind of business can I invest my money in? So now you're able to identify this key area, which I'm talking about, your strengths this time around, which you need to first check this thing. What are your strengths that you need to improve on as a business owner? Then look at what are your weaknesses. Which areas do you need collaboration? Which area do you need partnership? What are the opportunities in that niche area of business you are having interest in? What are the threats that might affect that business? Then the next one we'll be looking at here we'll be looking at time. Many people ask me this question over time. How am I able to coordinate things? How am I able to always fix things around me? I'm an accountant. I have a poultry farm. I'm into consulting. I work with a facility management company. Today I'm in Nigeria. Now I'm in Europe. How do I do all these things? It's simply I apply the 80-20% Pareto principle rules, which simply states that 80% of what you do, or your 80% of your result, is as a result of the 20% of the things you get right. If you want to be productive in your business, you must be able to clearly define the Pareto principle in your business. You must be able to identify what is that 20% thing that is actually giving me the 80% result. You should be able to identify these aspects in your business. Clearly define what are those things, that 80%. Let's say you have, look at, maybe you have staff, you work with some team member in your office. You must remember that not everybody that are productive. That's why here you could see here it says that, I can really say now, the 80% rules is a principle of, it says the 80% rule is that principle that 20% of what, 20% of what you do result to the 80% of your outcome. You get that now? Then this rule says that you must be intentional in what you do. Focus on that 20% customers that actually give you the bulk of your payment. I'm not saying you should not focus on other customers. Understand my point. Don't go say, oh yeah, Abraham said we should focus on the people that give us conversion. No. Check your artillery. Check now. We are in January. For the 14 days of this year, what have you achieved? To be able to look at it from the productive principle of 80% principle of the Pareto principle rules. What is this area I need to focus on? Look at your business system. What is that area of your business that account for more production, that bring in more sales? Let's say you have 20 clients. Not all 20 clients are paying clients, or not all 20 clients are going to be paying you heavily. Those ones that are paying you heavily are the 80%, are the 20% that account for the 20% of your productivity. You should be smart enough to understand the Pareto principle in your business. This is what makes us CEOs. This is what makes us business owners, not just the title of I'm a business owner. No, you should be able to see it from this principle angle. We talked about 80%. We say now our reason is say many tribal activities, 80% time expended results to 20% result. Why few vital? Meaning what this means is that what are the few things you are doing? What are those few things that you are engaged in every day that can convert to 80% result? Those are the things you focus on. This principle can also help you in the area of productivity. In the areas of productivity in your business, what are those key activities you need to do? This now takes us to the next slide. You should be able to see it from this angle as a business owner. Everything, like back home in my country, we say something, we say time now money. You must understand that when it comes to business, time is money. So you must always look for the 20% things that give you revenue, that account for your traffic. That is why you see that in most cases, you should be result or you should be 70% result oriented as a business owner and 30% process oriented. Don't get stuck with perfection. Don't get stuck with perfection. Don't get stuck with perfection in your business. There's no perfect business. Everybody is climbing the ladder. So don't put yourself under pressure. Oh, this person is doing better than me. No. Then after that, we'll be looking at the next one. This is ideating, business thinking process. I'm going to make it large for you now. This is something I teach more in my business consulting session, but I feel I should share it with you this evening. Business thinking process. This is where most business owners has failed woefully in their businesses. People are investing in business because they need safe haven where they can keep their money, where they can store their money. No, it does not work that way. The first stage you need to understand, or the first thing you need to do when you want to start your business, or currently in your business, this new year, ask yourself, you need to first do what? Empathizing. Research on the need you want to offer solution for. What did I say? Research on the need you want to offer solution for. You should be patient enough to check what is the market trend. What is the market trend right now? What is that thing that is trending in your niche market? Know it. Go for it. Don't just focus on this is what I did last year. No. The first one is empathizing. Research on what customer needs. What do your customer need this year? And one thing about customer appetite, it varies, it changes from time to time. That's why what you need to first understand, or what you need to do as a business owner, is to carefully and strategically do what? Ask yourself, what exactly is the need of my customers? What exactly do I need to offer them? Do research. What is the feedback are you getting? You must take feedback serious. That's why one major challenge with business owners, they don't take customer feedback serious. They just believe feedback is just to ask, accept those good feedback you take. No. What are your customer feedback like? What are they saying? From your customer feedback, you can easily have insight of the trend that is going on in the market space. Now, after you've looked at this other aspect, the next thing you should be looking at should not be what? Define. I put it here, say define your state, define your user need and possible problem. Remember, the first one is empathizing. Research on the problem you want to offer to. Let's say you already have a business. How do you improve your offers? How do you improve your services? That is the number one point. Now you'll be able to understand what the customer need and how to go about it. The next thing you should be looking at should now be what? Clearly define the need. How do you now tailor or customize this your offer to meet them? That should be what you should be asking yourself. Not just, oh, this is what I need to do, this is how I need to go about it. Then you start running enter skate, and no, that will bring pressure to your business system. Then you should look at the next one, ideating. Now you've been able to do the key research in your business. Now you're able to do the key research in your business. The next thing you should be looking at will now be what? Ideating, say challenge the assumption. Assumption is one thing that make a lot of business owners fail woefully. I'm a business consultant. I see people's business model at times, and I'm like, what were you thinking of? In the business world, you need to get used to data. Data is the soul of business. Most of us see data as just for people that are interested in, how do I put it, school things. No, you must get used to data as a business owner. You must begin to use data. You must begin to use data. You must begin to see how important data is in your business. Collect data. Now, these data you are collecting will enable you have a clear insight of your market trend, the fluctuation in your business. Then every form of assumption that is ideating is gone off. They can be able to create a crystal clear solution to your customers. Remember, the first one is empathizing, research on the customer need. Number two is what? Identifying their need and providing a solution to their problem. And this third one we are looking at is now what? Challenge their assumption and create idea. The end I'm not looking at after that will be what? Create a phototype. Create a photo, start to create solution. Many of us, we don't do our market survey well. We don't do our marketing well. Before you launch into a market, try and create a phototype of what you want to. Let's say you want to offer this glass cup to your niche market. Don't just go mass produce. Don't just take this glass cup and order 10,000. No, rather, wisdom demand. It is common sense in business. Order for like 10. Then sell those ones. Then you move gradually. You move gradually in the ladder to now order for more, to now order for more, to now order for more. But fortunately, people will go mass produce because you've not done a phototype. So a phototype in this point simply states that you should, before you create a value, you should have a phototype that people can check, see how it is. How is your market responding to what you want to offer? This is what you clearly understand before going to mass produce or will I put the English now? Is it mass order? That's what you need to do. After creating a phototype, the next thing you'll be doing there is that, so you now look at this whole thing. The next one we're looking at here will be your business model canvas. This is one aspect most business owners have not been patient enough to understand. The business model canvas is something that, if you understand it, is so beautiful that it gives you the balance to structure your business, make your business productive and profitable. Remember, we're looking at how to structure your business and make your business productive and profitable. The first thing in the business model canvas is your value proposition. What exactly is your value proposition? What are you offering to your target audience? This here, it is. Let me bring it up again. This very one is what your video model canvas. What exactly are you offering to your audience? It should be clearly defined. You should define what you want to offer to your audience. How do you want to offer it? But your value proposition comes in two forms. It's either as service or as product. It's either as service or as product. To be able to ask yourself, what service am I offering? How am I going to offer this to my target audience? Who is paying me for what? When you're able to get your value proposition clearly, which you define this solution you are offering to your customer pain point, then you now move to what? The other one, customer segmentation. Which I'm talking about the left-hand side, customer segmentation. Customer segmentation. Who are the people you are selling for? Who are the people you are selling for? This is your customer segmentation. You should be clear enough to say, okay, I'm selling for people within the age range of 1 to 3. I'm selling for teenagers, I'm selling for youth, or I'm selling for grown-up adults, or I'm selling for the aging from 60 years and above. You must understand this is called customer avatar, or you call customer personnel. These are things you should clearly understand as a business owner in your niche. It's very important. Then now you've talked about your value proposition, what you are offering to your customer to meet their pain point. You now be looking at the next one, which is what? You look at your customer segment. You'll now be looking at the next one, which is known as what? Your customer relationship. How do you intend to build your customer relationship? This is what you should ask yourself. How do you intend to build your customer relationship? How do you intend to follow up on them? Make them know what you are offering as solution. Make them understand these things you want to do. This is what you should be asking yourself as a business owner, not just I have a business. So the moment you're able to understand this value and business model canvas clearly, talking about the value you want to offer in form of product and service, you clearly know your customer segmentation, those people you are servicing their need. You talked about how to manage the relationship with them. Then you'll be looking at the next one, what? Your channel of distribution. How do you intend to take this cup you are producing to them? How do you intend to reach them out? That's your customer what? That's your channel of distribution. You be clear enough as a business owner to clearly identify your worth, your channel of distribution. Is it through social media? Is it through delivery on dispatch? Is it through digital marketing? Or is it in-person sales? Or do you want to? So you must define how do you intend to give your value proposition, which we've talked about already here. How to take this your value proposition, meet your customer segmentation. That's what we're talking about customer and channel of distribution. This is what you need to see and understand as a business owner. They'll now be looking at what? Your key resources. What I say, your key resources. What are those things you need on a daily basis? What are those things you need on a daily basis? E.g., what are the things you need to produce your value proposition? Let's say you are into I don't know let's say you are a tailor, you are into fashion. You ask yourself, what will it cost me? What are the key things? Now your key resources we'll talk about. You'll be needing a jacket, you'll be needing a shirt, you'll be needing a sewing machine, you'll be needing your thread, you'll be needing your buttons. Those are your key resources you need for your business. Or let's say you are into building. What you will be needing? You'll be needing things like your cement, your sand, your gravel, your rod, your wood, your zinc. Those are your key resources. Or as for me that have a poultry farm, what are the things I need? I'm thinking about find my bed, my feed, my cages, my pen. Those are the key resources. Now you've been able to identify your key resources. Yeah, under your business model canvas, which is directly under your key activities in your left hand side of this session. You're now looking at what? Your key activities. What are the day-to-day activities do you intend to do in your business? What are the day-to-day activities do you intend to carry out in your business? These are questions you should ask yourself. These are the questions you should ask yourself. What are the key activities you intend to do every day in your business? Is it check and follow up the customer, check the customer that are here to pay? Now talking things like your business model campaign, you're talking like your sales funnel. Your sales funnel. How do you intend to follow your customer journey to ensure they pay for the value you are offering them through your channel of distribution? These are things you should be looking at. Then the last one, the other one we'll be looking at your key partners. Who are the people you are working with? Who are the people do you intend to work with? These are your key partners. These are your key partners. These are your key partners. Should be clear enough to know, identify them. Who are your vendors? Who are your suppliers? Who are you buying from? Your stars fall under your key partners. Your managers fall under your key partners. These are strategic questions you ask yourself from time. List them out. Don't just go into business with how do I put this thing now? Don't go into business with hope is not a strategy in business. I say it in all my sessions. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy in business. But fortunately, most people always put hope in business and say, I hope it will work out fine. No. In business, clarity is very important. You need to list out your key partners. Who are the people you are buying from? Okay, back home in Nigeria, in my poultry farm, my key partner has to do with the people that comes to buy our waste, the people that come to that provide feed in my farm. My staffs are my key partners. The securities are my key partners. In my facility management, who are my key partners? The banks, the ministries, the organization where we offer cleaning, those are my key partners. Where do we buy our chemicals we use for cleaning the floor? Those are our key partners. So you should define this whole thing. After doing that, the next thing you should be looking at also would not be what? Your cost structure. Your cost structure. Your cost structure is very important to identify at this point. What are your daily expenses like? You must learn to track your expense in your business. Most business owners cannot track their expenses. Most business owners don't know how to track their expenses. They just spend the money. As the money comes, they are spending it. It does not know. Under your cost, you're not be looking at things like what? The salaries you are paying. How do you pay your salaries? What do you do? What are the costs for advertisement? What are the costs for uniform? What are the costs for diesel? What are the costs for fuel? What are the costs for buying raw materials? Those things fall under your cost structure. You want to understand this is the things I need to do on how I need to go. And lastly, you're not looking at your revenue stream. But unfortunately, most people always leave like I said before, business model canvas is a 9 building element. Most people always leave this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and focus on the last part, which is mainly about revenue. They want to think about how much am I making from this business. There are some, I can tell you, okay, currently now in my farm, there are some downtime in our sales. So it's not really about you focusing on the revenue part of your business, right? It's about you focusing more on these 9 elements, these other 8 elements in business model canvas that will now give you insights of how to map out your revenue stream. Your revenue stream might be, okay, one, you're offering consulting for the service you're offering. After installation, how do you intend to get money for the business? These are things you need to ask yourself under this business model canvas. These are things you need to ask yourself under this business model canvas. But unfortunately, most people seem not to understand this part in their business, but rather they just go into business haphazard, hoping, praying that things will work. The main goal is that you must understand the business model canvas to this extent. Now able to understand. So once you get this, one, now realize that your productivity in your business will increase. Secondly, you become profitable because you put the right peg in the right hole, the square peg in the square hole. This business model canvas is what can enable your business be well structured, that can bring your business into more productivity. With business model canvas, you can simply and clearly have a clear SOPs. SOP means standard of procedures. You can with this business model now currently I'm 1,000 miles away from home, but my businesses are working very well with my staff understanding what we need to achieve. So most of us as business owners, we cannot even leave our business for one day. How come? Why? It's not possible. Things must go wrong because we've not been able to first define what we want to do, how we want to do it in our businesses. Now we've talked about the business model canvas. We've talked about the Pareto principle since we started. Now we're talking about the business model canvas. Remember, we are still focusing on how to structure your business and what make your business productive and profitable. If you don't have this basic knowledge about your business, it cannot be productive. And when you are not productive, how do you make profit? It's not possible. We're looking at the next one here. I bring up this slide quickly. Will be the 5 key strategies you need in your business. Sorry, my scroll bar is covering it. I believe you can see it now. Okay, let me make it smaller. Yeah, good. Okay. The one with these 5 key strategies are things you need in your business. Number one is what? You need to first define your value proposition, which I already talked about already. You need to strategize how do you intend to offer your solution to your target audience. What is their pain point? A pain point means what to make a customer take their phone right now and call you. That is their pain point. Every customer know what they want, but they don't know what they need. It's your duty as a professional, it's your duty as the owner of the business to now use your professional skills to differentiate what they want from what they need. That is why they are paying you for it. That's why they are giving you their money for it. Not you telling them, I thought you must have know what you are looking for before you called me. No. Some know why some don't have an idea of what they are looking for. After defining your value proposition strategy, how to position your offer. Now you must understand that when the customer is asking you, I want to buy a glass cup, learn to educate them more about this glass cup. People are buying information. We're in the era of information. We're in the era of where people are paying for value of what they need. Don't just, I want to buy glass cup, take this a glass cup, have a nice day. No. There's this book, How to Settle Nigeria by Aki Alabi. He said something, he said, Nigerians will buy for 3 reasons. Those they like, those they trust, and those they respect. How would they like you? Is by giving useful, educative information to your audience. Tell them that this glass cup will do X, Y, Z. Show to them what this glass cup can do. It's transparent. You can see particles, which will enable you have a good head idea, because seeing the particles in the through air, because it's transparent, it will enable you at this time around not to drink the particle. But if it's to be dark, you can't see it. These are benefits. Learn to sell benefits. Learn to sell benefits. Learn to sell return on investment to your customers. Stop selling brand. Stop selling packaging. Stop your phone. Your grammar is not helping you in your business. Go straight to the point. People need solution to their pain point, not your grammar, not your eloquency. As a business owner, you must begin to start thinking of how to sell benefits. How to do what? Sell benefits. How to do what? Start telling your customer what your product will do for them, straight to the point. If you buy this glass cup, it's transparent, it's flexible, it's portable. That is benefit. Not buy glass cup. To do what? So these are the first thing you must understand. Then this one we'll be looking at under here will be what? I'm looking at your people strategy. How do you intend to coordinate the people in your business? How do you intend to coordinate the people in your business? These are the things you should be looking at this time around. How do you intend to coordinate? Your people strategy is very key when it comes to business. And these people are in three areas. Your staffs, the external body, which are your target audience and co, and the regulatory body, which is the government. The regulatory body, which is the government, you must clearly on your own part understand this part. How do you deal with your internal staff? How do you relate with people in your business? That goes a long way. Don't make your staff feel as if they are missed to an end. They are part of your business. They are a whole part of it. Most of us business owners, we lack manners. As the way we treat our team members is like I don't know. You cannot imagine it because in your mind, I'm paying you. So because I'm paying you, I call the shot. No, without those people in your business, you can't do anything. For example, I've been off my business for some while now. Everything is working well because I have built the culture in my team that this thing belongs to us. This business is not for Abraham or Ruby, rather it's for everybody. And when income come in, they know what came in, they know the expense on grant, they know their salary, they know everything. So it's not that some of us we have poor team management skills. After looking about your people structure, now look at how what is your relationship with your vendors, your suppliers. These are your people strategy. Do you have people that can supply you your raw materials before month end? Let's say you are into this tissue, this tissue what do I call this now? Um, it's skipping my head right now. But let's say you are here. How do you get these services? Who can give you this and you pay after 21 days? This is relationship. You must have your payday. You must have things you put down there. After that, you'll be looking at the next one, looking at your finance strategy. What's your cash flow like? Most people don't have a proper cash flow in their business. You don't know how much coming, you don't know how much go out. Some know how much coming, but they don't know how much they spend. Why some as in, what are you doing with so much staff in 2022? No. If you have to downsize, downsize. If you have to upscale, you upscale. Don't just get this is not the era of packing staff all over your offices, all in the name of I'm a CEO, I have staff working with me. No, the era we are right now is the era of getting the right people to do the job. The qualified people are out there, but the right people are this what you need this time around. In the sense that the qualified people know the job, they know how to go about it, but they are not teachable. But the right people are teachable, they have an idea of what they want to do, and they are in line with your values, your vision, and your mission in your business. That should form what? Your finance strategy. How do you finance your business? How do you get your income coming? What is the budget of this month? Many of us don't have a budget in our business. So the question now be, do you have a budget in your business? What is your budget for this month of January? What's your budget for this first quarter? These are questions that should resonate around your mind as a business owner, under your financial strategy. What is your sales target like this month? How much do you want to make? These are questions we should be asking ourselves as business owner. You must have a sales target. Break your sales target into, let's say this is a new year already. You want to make, let's say, 1.2 million naira, like 100,000 naira every month. You should be able to first, okay, this month I'm going to make 100,000. 100,000, how do I get 100,000 naira? Get your calculator quickly and say, okay, fine. If I'm making 1.2 million naira this year, let's assume so. That is your target, your annual target from sales or your revenue to generate. Divide that by 12, meaning 100,000 naira in a month. Divide 100,000 naira in a month by 31 days, meaning every day you need to clock in minimum 3,225 naira. Divide that very one also by what? 60 by 24. That's 24 hours a day, meaning every hour in your business you're making at least 133 naira. Then divide that by what? 60 seconds, meaning every seconds in your business you're making 2 naira. This is how you break down your sales target from annual to quarter, from quarter to monthly, from monthly to weekly, from weekly to daily, from daily to hourly, from hourly to every minute and to every second. That's why you see that saying that says time now money is very correct. Now, if you talk about people strategy, then I'll be looking at also there, we'll be looking at a marketing strategy. No matter what you are doing, no matter how good at what you are doing, if you cannot put it in the eyes of the right audience, you'll be frustrated. That's why you must clearly understand. Ask yourself, how do I constantly sell? How do I constantly make value, create value in my business? Your marketing strategy should be something that should be top of your priority as a business owner. You should be able to clearly define what you want to achieve under your marketing strategy, your branding, your packaging, your advertisement, being on all social media. Right? The next time when the global village where everywhere is closed, you should be able to reach your target audience through social media platform, through email marketing. Something happened sometimes last year. Facebook and WhatsApp was down. Imagine those guys could not come up for, let's say, 6 months. What happened to your customers? They are gone. That's why you must learn to start migrating your customers from social media platform to your email marketing system and have a personal relationship, either through you to your customer or your staff reaching them directly. The social media globally is a borrowed land. It's a borrowed land. We are all tenants on social media. Start moving them from the borrowed land to a proper land where you are. Move them to offline. Try and build offline relationship with your customers. This is what we're looking at under your marketing strategy. Then we're looking at what? Your operational strategy. How do you intend? What are your daily procedures? What are the SOPs in your business? I'll say it because I'm a business consultant and a coach, a practical one. All what I say in my sessions are what I do in my business. I'm not the theory kind of consultant, I'm not a theory kind of coach. I talk practical because it's what I do as a businessman or as an entrepreneur. If you don't have an SOP in your business, a standard of procedure, you are wasting your time as a business owner. An SOP is what will make your staff know what is expected of them to do. Many of us employ our staff, we don't have a job description from them. And you come and start shouting, they are not productive. Whereas you, the owner of the business, you are the one that's even confusing them. You should be able to do what? Clearly state what is expected of them, how they will do it, when they should do it, and the result that is expected of them when they do it, and the consequences of not doing what you ask them to do. This is what SOP covers. So not just Abraham, you're working with me right now, so therefore every morning clean this room. What should I clean in the room? Should I clean the TV? Should I clean the table? Should I dress the bed? Should I fix the kitchen? And how many minutes is required for me to do these things? These are things that your SOP should cover. Currently right now, I'm far away. SOP is what is keeping my business going back home in Nigeria. My staffs know what they are to do. They know how to do so. With little or no supervision, everybody knows what is ready to do tomorrow morning in the office. But many of us as business owners, we don't have a proper operational system. And when you fail in your operational system, your marketing strategy, your finance strategy, your people strategy, and your value proposition strategy, then why are you in business? You're off business. You can't be productive, or neither can you be profitable. So you're ready for you to understand what these 5 strategies in your business. Let me take it back for clarity. The ability for you to first understand the 5 strategies in your business, understand what your business model canvas clearly, know this thinking design pattern in business, which I talked about empathizing, talk about defining of the solution you're going to give your client, ideating and phototype, and also understanding the 80% 20 rules in your business and doing your SWOT analysis. These are the things that will make your business what? Profitable and productive and have a proper structure. I believe with these few points, within these few minutes, have been able to show you how to make your business productive and profitable with a proper structure. Thank you very much for following what I do as an individual, Abraham Orukwe, and from the Smart Panel Consulting and all my team members do sharing our post, liking our post. Thank you so very much. And from me, I will say have a lovely good night. And then you can drop your messages, DM your questions directly. And from there, we'll see how best we can work together to create value for your business and at the same time, make you smile. Thanks and have a lovely good evening. I'm Abraham Orukwe and I'm signing out from now. Bye for now.